All right, today is the single best day of 2016 for me. Just been on fire. It's been kind of crazy. Made a little over $3,000 today. First, my latest 20% winner on UNXL, holding this overnight. Didn't sell it exactly at the top, but I took the meat of the move. It hit my goals, more than my goals, and this is my second 20% winner this week. I don't think I've had a winner like that, a winning streak like that, very often. Every now and then I'll have a 10-20% winner, but to have two of them in the same week and growing my small account, just very cool. Very, very rewarding. So many of you guys banked on UNXL. Before I get into that, I should mention you have 1 week from today to take advantage of this sale. I actually have to introduce this to you. We just got this page up today. A lot of people have been asking. Stocks to trade, has not been included in my sale as of yet, my birthday sale. But I was like, you know what? Why not? People are loving it. We have so many testimonials. So you have one chance, 1 week to save 35%. This deal will not happen again. And you can get stocks to trade for $1,300 for the year, which is a very good deal. And if you're already subscribed, you can just go to stockstotrade.com/sale. Here is the URL right here. And if you go to stockstotrade.com/sale, you can lock in this savings. If you're already a monthly subscriber, we'll merge your accounts so you don't have to worry about it. And you will be locked into this annual rate. Just awesome, awesome stuff. And then also timsykesale.com. If you go here, timsykesale.com, you can get all these different newsletters for 35, 45, 50, 60% off. New DVDs, Bitcoin Basics, if you want to learn about Bitcoins. I'll be going over that next week. Trading Around Equilibrium from Matty Owens, who just passed $1 million in profits. And Trading Tickers, my top student, Tim Grattani, who's closing in on $3 million in profits. His DVD is 45% off. But really, I want to talk about stocks to trade. This software is so freaking just powerful. I don't think that I've done enough video lessons on it. We have had a bug with the MacBook version of this. I use a Mac. All I do is work off one laptop, by the way. I know that's surprising to a lot of people. But when you try and record the screen on stocks to trade, it would sometimes shut down. It doesn't shut down for people who are using it, but when I record it. So before I was using eTrade Pro, this is stocks to trade. Here's RESN. Just freaking awesome chart here. But also UNXL is the big winner today. It's still holding near its highs, but I got out at 260, which turned out to be pretty good. It's just the first green day, okay? You have a stock that's been uptrending a lot on contract wins. You have 2 days of consolidation. Yesterday was the first green day. This is a classic chart pattern straight out of my Spikeability DVD where I want to buy the first green day on a runner like this. Not to mention that every week for the past 5 weeks now, they've been announcing contracts and licensing deals on Wednesday. So it's not random that you have this news. Obviously one of these weeks, they're probably not going to have news on a Wednesday or a Thursday, and that'll make it a great short. But I was betting that, they'll probably have news, and even if they don't, I can probably get out quick enough before a lot of people realize it, because it's still the first green day, which this pattern alone without news is strong enough. But here's the news. This is one of the reasons why I love stocks to trade. We have news, level 2 in here, and charting all in one. So we have everything in one, and you guys are loving it. Pardon my dog. She's excited too. But I got to give props to students. Pietro made over $1,000 today and nearly $600 on UNXL. Here is Rahman, made 10%. And he was actually trading ORIG. This is another play that was spiking today, and I didn't even have time. There's so many plays right now. I'm missing plays left and right. So props to Rahman for banking on ORIG. Jeffa made 550, shorting OGXI, which is another play. Efren made $734 on UNXL. Here's Sniper Trades. He was in, I think this is a typo, because it wasn't at 126, but I think he was in at 226 and out at 259. So you can see here he made around $300. But this is what I love this. He said sold mid presentation at work and he pretended to email. So I could just picture this guy, seeing his overnight position. So it's not even a day trade. This is the beauty of this pattern where you don't waste a day trade. And he's pretending to send an email in the middle of his presentation. Meanwhile, he's locking in $300, which is probably more than his normal job will pay him. So awesome job, and thank you for the humor, and good job with the effort. Here's Justin. This is fantastic. I couldn't have said it any better. He had UNXL at 224 yesterday, and it closed it at 253 today. Made a solid 300, or sorry, he had 3,000 shares, so he made a solid $900. And he says video lessons are always paying off. 100%. That is what it comes down to. The more you study, the better prepared you will be. And that's a very good trade. So congrats, Justin. Here's Michael. He said this made 1,000 on UNXL earlier today. And so many of you guys in the chat room, I can't even, just go over everything. I'm sorry if I missed some of them. But here's Karkanov in UNXL at 225. Waited for the breakout, out at 258, made 330. Lesson learned from seed the day before. Could have been earlier to use the spring jump at the breakout. Surely next time. Thank you, Tim, for all your work. And this is what I love seeing. This is not just about the money. This is about learning from previous trades. A lot of people were in on seed the other day, but they didn't take profits, or, something happened where it just didn't work out. Now they've learned from their mistakes and they're doing better with UNXL. Here's Pietro making 2,100. Another Pietro, I think. Oh no, this is a paper account, but still made 2,100 on a paper account, which is cool. You learn whether it's small money, whether it's real money, doesn't matter. Here's JBow, made $900. 5148 made 32 cents a share. Johnny made $200. He had to get up early, but it was worth it. International J made $846. Rafa Dog made $930. JD Giaco made $880. T Leaders in at 224, out of 270. This is even better. He actually did better than me, and you'll find that happens sometimes with students. I'm not like best case scenario. I'm just trying to take the meat of the move. Akashic Trader in at 225, out at 265. Ravin in at 223, out at 260. Best trade in a while. This guy is asking me, how did you get First, it's UNXL at 217. He said after the market closed, because the chart doesn't show any trades that happened on UNXL after the market closed yesterday. Very confusing. You got to study, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it's confusing. I did not buy UNXL after hours. My trades are all alerted real time. It was clearly before the market opened, or before the market closed, late day yesterday. I held it pretty much, I think it was like for 30 or 45 minutes into the market close yesterday, expecting a spike, expecting news today. So you got to study. And if you're this confused, do not be risking money, because this is very dangerous to be this confused. Here is Karubin, bought at 224 and sold a few minutes ago at 262. Traded with a small account, so only 356 shares, but still made $123. Again, don't feel bad if you have a small profit. It's okay. As long as you profit and as long as you learn. It's not even about the money that you make. It's about learning. Here is GE8 in at 225, out at 262. Legion made 27 cents a share. Conscious Warrior banked $600. Scott Stocks was in at 227, out at 260. Dante in at 226, out at 260. Here's Rent Romp Corp. Sold ORIG at 211 from 185. Awesome job. Totally self-sufficient, all on his own. Here's Drano in at 220, out at 263. Here is GVR, beat 1232 to 1417. This is an earnings winner, so this is fantastic. Legion was in at 645, out at 667.5. Lucas banked all on his own with OGXI. Tyrone made 1,200. He actually sent me an email, so sometimes people email me. Seabiscuit was in LGCY 350, out at 375, and then he's off to go to work. Blackburn is in SGY at 98 cents, out at 115. Nabila made 700, buying UNXL. Here's Wayne Producer, ORIG 218 to 230. Too freaking cool, first week. Here's Nick says, it wasn't the most disciplined trade in my career, but it worked, and I'm feeling more confident about my trades thanks to you, Michael, in this chat room. In AMRS, 9,000 at 122, out at 113.8 for $783 profit. And a lot of people made money shorting AMRS too. I have more, but I got to start my actual challenge webinar now. I'm sorry for kind of rushing this, but I think it's helpful to show all the different students and their different trades, and seeing that we're all not just, trading exactly the same. Some people have learned from these patterns, and I encourage you not to follow my alerts, not to follow anyone's alerts, to use alerts and use these patterns and see what's working so that you form your own plan, and that's how you really bank in the long run. Following anybody is not going to make you a lot of money. So that's today's lesson. I got to go give a challenge webinar. I got to deal with my barking dog, and take advantage of this sale. You have 1 week from today. If you go to timsykesale.com or stockstotrade.com/sale and you save 35%. Thank you guys. Congrats on an amazing day. Challenge students, I'll see you in the webinar in a few minutes.